Hey guys, it's Robert here with Cripple Creek Farms, and what you're watching here is the beginning of Dad taking down the original goat holding and working pen we put up when we first got our goats about 3 years ago. Today it's not exactly in use anymore, and we want to make so many changes that honestly it's just better for us to take it all down and move it to a better spot in a better field. For this pen, we used 10-foot tall T-post and 2 rows of 4-foot tall and 16-foot long cattle panels to build what we knew would be escape-proof area for the goats. Well, that's escape-proof if you remember to shut the panels and tie them off. The lessons learned from this pen have been invaluable and are ones we will move forward with when setting up our new one. An elevated head catch and a working area as an example, because it will make hoof trimming and medication application so much easier for us. The other half of this pen used to be a feeding area with a bunch of PVC troughs to feed grain out in the winter. While convenient, it was a muddy mess, and we found out the hard way all about hoof rot. Thankfully though, we also learned how to treat it and the signs to look out for in the future to prevent it from happening again. We've had a mom with triplets inside of this pen, making sure that all 3 kids were taking off well since we had never had triplets before and weren't really sure how they would do. She was a little upset with us the day we had to give her and her kids the eviction notice. I felt bad because she was used to being spoiled and wasn't really ready to go back out to the real world. She's looking like she may give us another 3 this year, so keep those fingers crossed. Moving this pen to another field, again, will be more suitable for us, and with any luck and fortune in the future, this field will one day house a shop with room for some equipment storage and a rebale area. Given how big of a building it should be, the average rainfall amount per year in Kentucky, I should put quite a bit of rain runoff into my pond. I know my pond and all the fish in it will happily take all the runoff they can get. It'd make me quite happy to see it full again, I must admit. Big plans for Cripple Creek in the future though, but for now, it's time to catch back up on a little mowing and maintenance. You got that other jack in there. So, I'm sure you're wondering, why are we cutting down an acre and a half with our zero-turn mower? And the reason for that is we have about, fingers crossed, about 30 pregnant does that will be having their babies. We're hoping in the next 2 to 3 weeks they're going to start having them. And what we've learned in the last 3 years with raising goats is when they have their babies, they are awfully small and awfully hard to see if they are not in some type of field with some short grass in it. So this is the field that all of their minerals and their water and everything is in, and they like to spend a lot of time up here, especially when the sun's out. So mowing the grass low like this, if they have a baby, we'll be able to spot it pretty much immediately and be able to keep a better eye on them. It helps with getting head counts quicker. So it's just an all-around better practice for us. And right now they are fenced in about 5 acres right outside of this lot that is about 95% just wild overgrow. So they'll have vegetation in there for a month to 2 while they start to have their babies. And in the meantime, we should be able to see them up here in the field any day they bring them out. Fingers crossed.